policy is. I think you can give us your perspective on the same before we go into looking, into the papers.
So thank you very much for the invite to contribute to this very important national issues. And on the issue of alcohol, the recommendations that have been made, I think what the government is trying to do is to protect the young people, to protect the youth, and these are just recommendations. They need to go through our constitution in Article 232 1D talks about involvement of the people in making policy. So I think this needs to go through public participation to hear the views of the people, so that now we can be able to have a all-inclusive agenda or policy or law at the end of the day.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, that's what you were looking for.
All right. Either way, yes. Go ahead, Pierre.
All right. And Bosco, this morning, a lot of people are saying, just as you have said, it is a good move towards trying to protect the young people. But again, the question of job losses comes into the picture. We have like over 1.3 million people who are going to lose their jobs. So how do we strike the balance between ensuring the 1.3 million jobs are not lost, and at the same time still our young people are protected?
Yeah, I agree with you. This is going to rattle different people the wrong way. This is a very big industry. If you have observed our budgets previously in the previous years, this is one of the areas the government has always gotten taxes, and the huge taxes from in our government or in our economy mostly comes from alcohol industry or alcohol related, be it clubs, be it the supermarkets that are selling that and all that. So why I'm saying that is because when you look at the budget, the government has always been increasing taxes of alcohol year in, year out. So it's something that is going to affect many people in a whole economy, and so it needs to be carefully implemented, and that's why I said we need to involve each and every person to hear their voice before we now come into legislative or making the laws.
Right, and that's one of the biggest stories, Tony.
Let's take a look here at kichwa cha habari cha gazeti nambari 1 mshikaji mtazamaji. This is the People Daily news that moves with you. People Daily headline inasema kwamba Nakada gets drunk on beer. They says agency sets out tough rules that could not only criminalize alcohol but also kill the industry. Of course, that's a question ambayo pia umeuliza, because kuna watu wengi sana ambao wanatarajia kupata kazi from this biggest industry. That's the headline on this story. Pia kuna story ambayo inahusisha Murara Kebaso hapo. Page 4 of People Daily talks about how a new breed of leaders is shaking Kenya, among other stories that we'll be talking this morning. But now here is the biggest story ambayo tunaongelea. Maybe just to hear from you. Sheria ambazo serikali inajaribu kuimpose kwa dakika moja before we go for a short commercial break, ita affect vijana wengi sana, na wanasema kwamba watahusisha public before make a decision. But of course, before clarifying that statement jana jioni, of course washaona public vile react. Do you think kuna haja zaidi tena ya kufanya ground activation na kujua?
Asante sana kwa hilo swali. Kwa maoni yangu naona kwamba mwanzo hili swala mostly ujue serikali kwa sasa iko na issues na agency, na ukiangalia the biggest population which has been affected na these policies are the agencies, because we are talking about increasing the age from alcohol usage from 18 to 21. So naona kwa maoni yangu naona kwamba hili jambo ni jambo ambalo hawa vijana pia ni wakati sasa tuwe na dialogue na wao, waelewe kwa nini hili linafanyika na what is the impact at the end of the day.
Bosco, allow us just hold it right there. Let's take this break and then we come up with a continuation of that. With us in studio is Bosco Mutegi Kiura, who is a political analyst. This morning here on Amka 20 Viral.